BFBS.
Now then, the Afghan Heroes Supporting Wall is a new virtual creation aiming to allow anyone to show their support for our serving soldiers and to raise funds for charity. One of the men involved is a former soldier, Kenny Nichols, who joins me now. Welcome to BFBS.
Hi.
Kenny, we should start with your military past. I mentioned you're a former soldier. You were a Lance Corporal with the 9th 12th Royal Lancers.
That's correct, yeah.
And you were based in Germany for a brief period there.
We were in Hereford, yes.
Because now the guys are, majority of them are in Hona. Have you ever been there?
No, that's one place I never got to, unfortunately. But I do have a lot of friends that are still there, in touch with via Facebook.
Yeah?
So I know quite a few of them that are over there.
That's the great thing about the military community, isn't it? You sort of never really lose that.
That's right, absolutely.
Now, let's talk about the Afghan Heroes Supporting Wall. Tell us about it and how it all got started.
Well, basically, I've been working with the Afghan Heroes for about a year, 18 months now. Most of our charity fundraising has been by going around to local events, setting up a stall and talking to people. And the majority of people that we were speaking to were coming over saying, can you pass this on? Can you say thank you on our behalf? Can you give this message? Which we were happy to do. We was happy to take their donation. We was happy to, listen to anything they had to say. But it became pretty obvious to us that we needed a medium that they could provide their own voice, that they could pass their own personal messages on, and that they could do it in a way that the soldiers could actually connect with and read themselves while serving in Afghanistan. And then that's where we really started working from.
You mentioned that you've been sort of helping out with Afghan Heroes for a little while, but how did you first get involved in that?
It was basically a friend of ours who he got involved himself, became aware that our local area did not have a coordinator working for Afghan Heroes. Being an ex-soldier myself, and at the time, the regiment that I was with was planning to go to Afghanistan. It was a charity that was very important to me, and having looked at the information that they provided on their website, the reasons it got started, and the things that they were looking to do in the future, it was something that really excited me and something that I wanted to get involved in.
Now, you're based in the Lincolnshire area, is that right?
We are, yes.
Okay, now, has the initial success then of the Afghan Heroes Wall, has that surprised you?
It has. The amount of interest that people have shown, people that have been coming up to us asking if they can put their businesses on there, and the amount of businesses that are supporting it has been very pleasing. So yeah, the surprise is there, but I think we are aware that we do need to work on making it a lot easier for people to get their message out there.
Yeah, because at the moment you can buy a brick, can't you?
You can. It is a virtual wall.
Yeah.
We're selling the bricks at £2 each, and what we're looking for is people to either buy a single brick, which is what we're after, or families, for example, of serving soldiers have been buying bricks and putting photographs up. People will then buy the bricks surrounding them for personal message to that particular soldier.
At the moment, you can buy a brick, you can send a cheque to Afghan Heroes, but you guys are looking into making that a bit more accessible because, of course, you've got this available on the World Wide Web, which means it is literally available to everyone all around the world. Our listeners, everywhere in the forces world who want to get involved in this, they may well want to do it online.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking at doing now. We think that by far the easiest option is going to be if we can provide a direct link via the wall for people to purchase their brick, send their message direct to us that we can then put on the wall, and that the payment option will be, we're looking at probably PayPal. And I think the reason we avoided that initially was because of the charges that would be directed at us for making that service available. But I think now we're getting to the point where we realise that it's something that people need to do, and we'll just have to take those charges.
You've mentioned the word message quite a lot because that's one of the key aspects of the Afghan Heroes Supporting Wall. So have you got a message you'd like to send out to your former colleagues of the 9th 12th and also our listeners all around the forces world?
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody that we speak to, all the civilians that we spoke to that have come up to us, are immensely proud of everything that they do. They're extremely thankful of the work that everybody in the forces do. Not just the guys that are serving overseas, but the guys that are in the background, everybody that's connected with the armed forces, Air Force, Navy, Army, everybody that we speak to are immensely proud of everything that they do, and they just offer their support in any way they can.
You've been lucky here because you've not had to pay for hosting this site. You've had a local company come through and help you. So how can people find out more? In the first instance, I think go to the website eviscasedesign.co.uk. That's a local company that we work with that are happy to host the wall. On the homepage of there's two ways that they can get in touch. There's the supporting wall in the banner, or if they scroll down to the bottom of the page, the link's there direct to the supporting wall as well. Kenny Nichols, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you and telling us about the Afghan Heroes Supporting Wall, which I know is going to go from strength to strength. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Hal. Cheers.
You wanna hold my head, you wanna stay.